On an appropriately soggy day, we're not far from Craven Arms in Shropshire, and we're using the very latest drone technology to study a simple but effective way to tackle flooding. Leaky dams.
So the idea is that each leaky dam or leaky barrier allows water to flow through them and underneath them during low flows. So they don't really have any significant impact for most of the time, but they're critical during floods. They hold that water back, and when you have a lot of them along a reach, each one holds an amount of water back, but the cumulative effect of them is really significant, and it lowers that flood peak, and that's what it's all about, reducing the impact of flooding downstream.
This was a Shropshire County Council project, and they built just over 100 leaky wooden dams with help from Shropshire Wildlife Trust volunteers. And the dams were soon put to the test with the arrival of
Storm Dennis, which took place in February 2020, which was pretty devastating to many parts of the UK. We had additional storage of 100 cubic metres per leaky barrier. Now, if we scale this up just for this site, that's equivalent to 4 Olympic swimming pools.
That's 10 million litres of water, which didn't rush downstream to Ludlow and was instead held back and slowly released over the course of a week. It's an approach inspired by the dams built by beavers, which means for landowners and especially farmers, it's a natural-looking approach to flood defences that doesn't interfere with the day job.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can install leaky dams like these here on their farmland, and they're having very little impact to their farm. Small bunds in their field, they can still graze their sheep on the farmland. Lots of these small projects have a cumulative effect downstream.
So one of the great things about a dam inspired by nature is it does work with nature. So as well as letting the water through this way downstream, it also means species like migratory fish can still come upstream and actually get underneath it. It doesn't block them off.
All the measurements and data gathered by the team here have produced a computer model that can be used to work out the most effective place to build leaky dams. And Gloucestershire Council have asked them to do just that. The high-tech application of a simple idea that could really help protect our most vulnerable towns and villages from flooding. Gregory-Kumar, BBC Midlands Today, Craven Arms.